Ladies and gentlemen, we have it. And by it, no, I don't mean the Epstein list. Although, if there's one thing I could point out about this Trump administration that has thoroughly pissed me the fuck off, it's the fact that now all of a sudden this list doesn't exist, which we all know it does. Give us the damn list. No. What I mean by it is that we have 3 episodes that, for whatever the reason was, we just never released them. So I figured, fuck it, better late than never, and I'm gonna start dropping them now. So here's the first of the 3 episodes. This one was made back in January for MLK's birthday. So fuck it. Here you go. First episode of 3. Enjoy. Welcome back. Another fabulous evening with another wonderful nightcap episode.
Yes.
On the eve of not only Trump's inauguration for his second term, but also to celebrate
Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Yep.
Which is, it's pretty weird that it's on the same day, huh?
It doesn't always happen that way though.
Yeah. Strange.
Which,
how does it not always happen that way?
for some reason, I'm almost positive it doesn't always happen because the inauguration always happens on the Monday.
Yeah, but
MLK's birthday doesn't always land on a Monday.
I think it does.
Oh, it don't?
I could have sworn it does because of February.
No, because then every holiday would land on the same day.
No. So that's how they manipulate the days with February. That's why February 1 sometimes has more days and then sometimes it has less days.
What, on like leap year?
Yeah.
That's what, like one every 4 years?
Yeah.
So
Can
again,
you imagine being born like that leap year? That's so creepy.
So again,
you don't have a birthday? If you're born February 29th, you don't have a birthday every year.
Fucked up. Damn, do you live forever?
It's fucked up. Like you're like,
to live forever?
I'm 3, but you're really like 15.
You're like, shit, on paper I could like buy alcohol and all this other stuff, and you guys don't let me. Why?
I should have brought out the laptop. Fucking hate texting on this fucking phone.
Wait, what was it you were trying to look up?
I'm looking up his birthday on Mondays.
It can't.
I'm telling you. Maybe they just always recognize it on Monday?
No. It doesn't happen always on a Monday, bro. Can't.
Oh. Bada bing, bada boom. We both fucking wrong, nigga. So his birthday is actually the 15th. His actual birthday. But federally, they recognize his birthday on the 3rd Monday every year in January.
So the inauguration just happened to have happened. Because it doesn't always land on the same day.
No.
Right? So,
but
or what if it does? It's just because it's every 4 years and we don't fucking think about it.
Maybe we just haven't been vested in the presidential races lately until now. This is the first one I've been fucking overly vested in.
Well, yeah,
I will say
this.
Fuck.
Since Trump's first term to now is the only time that I've actually really cared about.
Did I even
politics? Like I voted for Obama his first term.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Realized that was a fucking mistake.
His second, I mean. I don't think I was eligible his first.
Yeah, no.
I was like 17.
I bought so hard into all the fucking change and all this other even then, while people were like, "Oh yeah, no, it's time for the first black president," I was like,
"Yeah, well, it's time."
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. I just felt like he was the better candidate then.
That motherfucker smooth, man.
I didn't like Bush. I didn't like anybody else that was running. I just wanted Bush out.
His brother? Was his brother running, right? Bush did 2 terms.
I know, but I didn't like him, so I didn't like whoever was gonna be his predecessor, basically.
Yeah. Who was running against Obama? Was it Al Gore?
Yeah, I think was it Gore? No.
No, I think Gore was running against Bush, huh?
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
He might have ran again.
Was it McCain? No.
John McCain.
That was the second one, I think.
Yes.
Let me see.
Who was the first one?
Who was his?
What
was that fine ass chick from Alaska? She was dumb as a box of rocks with the glasses. Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
She was then. She was the AOC of then.
Yeah, right.
She started talking. You like, what in the hell are you talking about, lady?
People, I get it. AOC is nicer to look at than a lot of the other candidates, but can we please pick someone smarter than her?
Bruh.
Jesus.
It's some crazy ass chicks in Congress right now, dog. Like, you got the one black chick going off on people calling them butch body, bad built bitches. And then you got other bitches telling them, let's step outside. Like, what's going on? We gotta quit. This shit is ratchet. We can't have that. We cannot have that.
You know what we need to do?
What's up?
We need to bring bullying back.
Oh, it was McCain, bro. R.I.P.
Was McCain?
Yeah. 2008. R.I.P.
Yeah, we need to bring a little bit of bullying back. Not like, outrageous, like, oh my God, let's push this kid to the limit where he goes and shoots up a school. But a little bit of bullying does build some character.
Listen, man.
Opinion.
So my uncle gave me some very interesting takes a while back, because my uncle did 30 years in the pen, right? And he told me, he said, if you really want to know about yourself, like if you're really trying to figure out who you are as a person and your flaws, he said the best person to go to and ask is someone who doesn't like you. Because they're not going to hold back. They're going to tell you the truth on why they don't like you.
And this is now back-to-back Nightcap episodes where this motherfucker said the same shit.
Did I say the same shit?
Yeah.
Well, it's important. It's pertinent. It's pertinent information, okay?
It is life lessons.
Yeah. It's a proverb.
No, but you know what? I think, and this, I've gotten in arguments with people about this too, with the whole bullying thing, dude. I feel like bullying kind of helps build character or helps you realize what kind of character you're supposed to be, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, if I see somebody getting bullied and picked on, I know to step in and stop it. Mm-hmm. And that helps show what my character is.
Right.
Right.
But ultimately, you would want the person being bullied to stand up.
Right. And now let's keep digging into that. Now, what if he sees me do that and then he starts to realize, you know what? I could start standing up for myself. If someone else could come and stand up for me, I should be able to stand up for myself. Right. Or what if he sees someone else getting picked on and then he goes and fucking sticks up for that person now, because now he realizes, you know what? We could stop that.
But see, I think the biggest issue right now is that there's too much fucking blurred lines, dog. We don't have lines anymore. We got lines in the sand, and what happens when the waves come in?
The bigger issue, I think, when it comes to that is the fact that now everyone's so fucking sensitive and all this kind of shit that no one could just go out, get into a fucking fist fight, come back afterwards and be like, all right, fuck it, I lost or I won. It is what it is. No, now you talk shit to someone, you get fucking shot or stabbed.
Yeah, yeah. But that's
like society's just deteriorating.
And it's deteriorating for like a lot of reasons. I think a part of the shot and stab epidemic comes from people not being able to regulate their emotions during a heated moment. And it's funny because I was talking to my kids about debate class. I didn't take debate class. Did you?
No.
In high school?
No.
But it's funny because my take is, I think debate class.
Motherfucker, you know why we probably didn't have debate? Because we went to school here in Vegas, bro. They probably didn't have a debate.
I went to an alternative school.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, here in Vegas, I don't even know if we had a debate class.
Yes, but see, this is my take. I think debate should be a mandatory class for all students. And the reason I say that is because when you look at some of these people who, like Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, they can debate their point of view with people who attack them, insult them without losing their cool, without losing their heads, and stay on topic, right? And that is a very important skill to have, because then you won't have a moment where you black out and you lose control and now you're stabbing someone or now you're killing them because you can't regulate your emotions during an argument.
You know, I like that. Actually, I do like that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think we should. How do we lobby to do that?
I
To try and get that as a core elective or a core class and not an elective.
So I think it would teach people how to debate your point without getting overly upset. And now you need to, because think about it. How many people get into a fight just because they're debating about who's the greatest basketball player ever?
Right.
LeBron, or is it Kobe, or is it Jordan?
It's Kobe.
And then all of a sudden they fisticuffs because one agrees it's this It's like, really? Y'all was talking about that and you lost your cool and now y'all was fighting.
Yeah,
It's ignorant.
I do like that because, again, like, people just don't know how to fucking, even if it just comes down to learning to agree to disagree.
And that's what debating do.
People lost the skill and the ability to fucking do that. And like you just stated, they get too fucking emotional, too worked up. They don't know how to handle the shit.
Right. And now they gotta release their anger. Like, you shouldn't even have anger. It's just a debate. Like, because the other person doesn't agree with you, it doesn't have an effect on your view. Your view is your view. It's not gonna change, obviously. And then that other person is the same. You're not gonna change their view. So you go, okay, well, I disagree with you. And I rest my case and I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna keep arguing with you. But another thing my uncle told me, which is my favorite line ever: you don't argue with stupid. Because the more I argue with you, the stupider I get. So you also gotta know when to just bow out and say, hey man, you like it, I love it. And leave it alone. Because you can't change people's mind. Just in the same way they can't change yours.
Right.
So you just got to understand that.
Do you think because of the way most people argue now, that the debating, they try to turn it into like a competition, or not just a competition, but they get I guess, yeah, like a competition. They get too competitive and they're like, no, I'm right, you're wrong. Let me argue with you till I'm blue in the fucking face and you finally change your mind and agree with me.
So I was talking to what's his name earlier, that we went to the Trump rally with, Mike. I was talking to Mike earlier on Instagram, and I told him that America right now, we have an issue with needing to be right. Everyone in this country has to be right, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're a politician, whether you're a regular citizen. We have to be right, and if we're not right, we're willing to fucking die on that hill. And it's a sickness right now. Everyone can't be right. It's impossible for everyone to be right.
And along with that, I think people need to learn to admit when they're wrong. Like, it's okay to disagree on things.
And that's what I mean. It's like, there's such an addiction to being right that they'll never admit. That's why we walk around and we call people delulu, because it's a thing. You're delusional because you're like, I am right and I'm not going to ever fold. It's like, no.
Like a lot of you women out there.
You're wrong.
Who just argue just for the sake of arguing because you think you're right on everything. You're not. You're not.
Dude.
We'd get along a lot better if you would just agree that you're wrong sometimes too.
Yeah. A lot of the times. A lot. Fuck sometimes. Most of the times. A lot of the times. And you'll never hear it though. You know? And that's the second point I want to make, is America has an issue with just apologizing and admitting. How many people would just come out and flat out say, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. My bad. And leave it there. We can't. We have an addiction to being right, and we'll fucking fight tooth and nail to be right, even though we're dead wrong. And then when we're dead wrong, we'll never admit that we're wrong. Right. We'll still fight to be right. It's like, right. What even the fuck? Wrong. Right. Like, so where do we go from here? Next, we're swinging and fighting and shooting and killing. Yeah. So
I'm gonna show my inauguration glass, courtesy of my brother and his girlfriend, his wife.
I'm mad my hoodie didn't come in.
They got me I'm first time I'm gonna use this is tomorrow morning.
That's
during the
right.
inauguration. Let me get a little close up here.
That's sick.
Okay, well,
Where did they order that from?
I get it to fuck. I don't know. It's looking like I think it's looking right through it. I don't know if they'll be able to get the image, but it says it's designed like a Jack Daniels label, and it just says Donald Trump, number 45 and 47, United States of America president, make America great again.
I seen a couple of glasses like that. I didn't like them because it had the bullet in it. Like they put the bullet.
That would have been dope. The bullet that missed him.
Yeah, but I didn't like it.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
I think that's more like just a souvenir to leave somewhere, not to actually drink.
So
to me,
I do have one of those glasses where there's like the bullet in it. It's not the like Donald Trump one, but it's just a glass with the American flag and it's got the bullet.
Nice.
And the glass needs to be bigger, guys. All right, because you can't get like a nice good sphere ice cube, a sphere ball, or an ice like the big cubes like what I use, because it gets stuck on the bullet.
Yeah.
So whoever's making those, can you please make them wider glasses?
Yeah,
bigger,
because bigger circumference.
Yeah, like it just the bullet. It looks cool. You're right. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah,
but it gets in the fucking way.
Yeah, man.
Just saying.
So, what do you think about them moving the inauguration indoors?
I mean, they said it was for fucking weather purposes. It was freezing cold outside or whatever.
Do you think it is or safety?
No, if you can't change the fucking weather. If the weather says it's going to be freezing temperatures.
Yeah, but do you think they just use that as a reason for safety, or do you think it was really only solely because
we will know in like 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever when they do the inauguration? Because if you go outside and you're like, motherfucker, it's only 65 and there's no snow or rain or nothing, then you'll be like, all right, this motherfucker.
Said the temperatures are supposed to be really cold, like more than usual.
Freezing. It was supposed to be freezing temperatures. Yeah. That's why they said, fuck it, we'll just do it inside then.
Yeah. I mean, I would have done it inside, period, just because of who it is. Straight up.
So TikTok got banned.
Yeah.
For a whole night.
Hey.
One whole night. It was just a night. It wasn't even a full day.
All you black folk out there, let me say this. If I was you, I would not be on TikTok right now, because since it was banned and then Trump made it come back, I mean, does that has to make TikTok racist, right? Like, what are they're plotting something against you?
That is a fucking reach. No, but so the reason I brought that up was because we were just talking about Trump and the inauguration, and I thought it was kind of funny because people were saying, oh, the only reason it even got banned was because of a bill Trump signed back in 2020 and all this, that, and the next. And I'm thinking like, yeah, he's not the one that acted on all this shit.
No, he was.
He was out of office when all these people kept coming up and were like asking the CEO all these dumbass questions like, are you part of the China Communist Party? No, I'm Singaporean. Like, what the fuck? Like, just dumbass shit, dude.
But fuck all that. There's a bigger issue at hand, and people gotta fucking just stop with the ignorance. It's a Chinese-based company.
No, the parent company that they run with probably is.
Yes.
But TikTok itself is not.
It doesn't matter if that's the parent company, then they own it. I mean, they own every single thing TikTok does, everything they collect. They own TikTok.
Now we are about to have a debate here, and I'm going to give him the real reason why.
You could give me the real reason, but I'm right.
No,
and I will not be wrong. I will be right to the death.
You're wrong, and I'm right to the death.
No.
That's it. Give me my fucking gun.
So, China is an adversary country. Like, just be realistic about it. They're not an ally. It's an adversary country.
Okay.
And they own one of the biggest platforms that hundreds of millions of Americans use day to day.
Okay.
And we all do it. Do you read the terms and conditions of shit you signed up for? No. You don't know what the fuck you signed up for. You don't know what you agreed to. How many people reading the terms and conditions? None of them. So you don't know what you signed up for. And these people may be stealing information. And somehow it may be, like, think about the intelligence agencies, we don't understand intelligence the way that they do. They could be using information for God knows what. So you got to take that into consideration.
Okay.
You can't just be like, oh, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do nothing.
All right. Do you want the rebuttal?
Go ahead. Rebuttal away.
Rebute. If that's the word. Maybe. All right. So.
I'm thinking too, like.
Yeah, you're like, is it? No. Who is TikTok's direct competitor?
Instagram.
Instagram's owned by who?
Fucking Fuckerberg.
Meta.
Yeah, Fuckerberg.
Right. Have you looked to see how many of the Congress people own stock in Meta?
No, but I'm sure there's a lot.
Vast majority.
I'm sure a lot.
Even people that voted against for this bill and against it,
Okay.
both all have stocks in Meta. All right. I'll take it even a step further. They were trying to also ban Temu.
It's the same, Chinese owned.
Okay. Who's Temu's direct competitor?
That one other fucking stupid brand that everybody buys shit from.
No, fucking the biggest fucking company we have here in the Amazon.
No, is it?
Temu's direct competitor is fucking Amazon.
What's that other shit everybody orders shit from?
You're talking about like Wish or some other shit like
no,
that.
No, not fucking Wish. Wish has been gone. Wish died with like fucking.
The second LeBron put a Wish logo on the fucking Lakers jersey, he was gone. It was gone. No, it died. It fucking died then. They're like, oh, I wish this motherfucker wasn't here. Wish we could have Kobe back. But yeah, what, like you're talking about like Alibaba, other shit like that?
No, where do you order your shit from? Some of your shit.
Amazon and Temu. Those are the only two places I order shit from. Are you talking about eBay?
No, it's another one.
No, bro. What are you talking about? Those are the only two sites I ever order shit from.
Before Temu, Amazon, was another one that everybody was ordering shit from. I think it was also Chinese. Where do the girls order all their shit from?
Shein?
No, it's not Shein. Where do the girls order these cheap ass dresses from, bruh?
Fucking Shein. But we're getting off topic.
Oh, yeah. Then it is that one. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So
see, I ain't tripping. I knew I was right.
No, you were wrong. You were wrong. I was right.
No.
God damn it. So look, what I'm trying to do is connect the dots so that people can fucking see. The reason that they are having problems with these Chinese-based companies is because it's taking direct commerce out of people's pockets and it's hurting people's stock. Silicon Valley took a huge fucking hit from TikTok because a lot of things getting bought and sold and views and all these other shit that people like that for reasons beyond ours, advertisements calculate into dollars.
Now,
and Instagram is not making that. That's why they tried to come out with stupid ass threads. And that shit ain't fucking working. Like,
now, you make a valid point. Now,
and on top of that, yes, TikTok had some stuff in the fine print where you're like, sounds a little weird. I saw the Joe Rogan episode also where he brought this shit up. Have you gone back to look at all the other sites that you use? Because they all say the same fucking shit. The only difference is one's from China, one's from America.
Yes, but China isn't an adversary. That's my thing.
Okay, but
that's important.
So
you can't give information to an adversary.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
What?
You sign up for a site.
Yeah.
You give that information. What else from that information can they do to hurt you?
I don't know. That's what I said. We're not in part of the intelligence community, so we don't know. But they could be collecting all kind of data everywhere you move around.
Okay. Out of all the people in the fucking world, why do they need to know where you?
Everybody that's on it.
Why do they need to know where JD is?
It's not just JD and me. It's 700 million motherfuckers.
Well, why?
So, what do you mean, why?
Why would that hurt? Why would they matter? We're not in the military. We're not high-ranking officials.
But how many people are that use it, too? That's what I'm saying. So, you don't know all the information that they're getting from it. There's value in information nowadays with the world we live in now. So, we do need to be careful and mindful of that. Especially when it comes to one of the biggest militaries in the world. Like, they have the most people.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I get it. I get the competition part too. Most likely that plays a factor. But I'm not going to discredit and just be like, oh, it's just because of that. Because.
So, Let me hold on. Let me elaborate.
But you know what's weird about it? You know what I find weird about it? And this thing will make what you said a little more valid, right? This is the thing I find weird is that the U.S. is going after them because of that, right? They're trying to use that as a reason, like, oh, well,
but it's not the real reason.
Hold on, they're saying they're adversary country and they could be getting information from us, right? But yet they allow them to own all this fucking farmland. It's like, come on, that's contradictory right there. That's highly contradictory. Why allow them to own farmland then? They shouldn't, because they're an adversary country. They shouldn't own no land here.
This is how you know the whole ban on TikTok and even again when they tried to do it with Temu was all full of shit. Machinery. In 2021, machinery and mechanical appliances accounted for 47.7% of the U.S. imports from China. Almost 50%. In 2023, U.S. imported $85.89 billion in machinery, nuclear reactors, and boilers from China. Let's go to electronics. In 2023, the U.S. imported $126.68 billion in electrical and electronic equipment from China. Yeah, smartphones, What? I'm just saying. So it's okay for us to buy their shit until it affects somebody's interest. When we find someone when they finally come out with something that is a direct competition to U.S. companies, now all of a sudden, oh no, we can't have that.
But
we'll buy all our shit from you.
But everything's a direct competition.
No, because we just had that conversation. What was TikTok's biggest competitor?
Yeah,
Instagram. What was Temu's biggest competitor? Amazon.
Yeah.
So no, once it starts affecting companies that people own stocks in our government, that they're making money off of the shares, now it's a problem. We can import all the shit we want. We can let them buy all the land they want. But once it starts affecting a fucking senator's or a governor's or a congressman's fucking wallet because their stocks go down, now it's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm right. You're wrong.
No, I'm right.
No,
you are.
You're wronger than you're wronger than wrong. You're the wrongest.
No, you are. I know you are, but what am I?
Who, your mama? No, look. I got a couple more on this list here. Toys. In 2023, the U.S. imported $33.39 billion in toys, games, and sports equipment from China.
Most clothes, everything, especially when it comes to electronics.
Fuck, the phone I'm fucking looking. Yeah. Every component on this is pretty much from fucking China.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we can't sit here and say, oh no, what are they going to do with the information? Bitch, they have the information. They own land on U.S. soil. Because some dumb fuck senator somewhere saw interest in it and they made money off of it.
What do you think about
so
that?
They're like, fuck it, we're going to let them own some land. I can't go to China and own land.
We can't go. We can't even go and live in China without having a secure job.
I think it is fucking stupid.
America got to stop.
Stupid and hypocritical. So
yeah. Do you think other countries should own land here?
No.
Yeah.
They could own companies here.
They should be able to rent land, but not own.
Yeah, they could own companies here if it's beneficial for them to like make products here rather than shipping it from their land.
No, they'll never, because they fucking run sweatshops.
Well, yeah, but not only that, but that's also less employment that they would have in their areas as well.
But they don't have regulation like we do.
Do you know that for sure? Have you looked that up?
Definitely.
I mean, I get it, the whole sweatshop thing. That's been talked about for fucking
they
centuries now. But
I mean, I'm sure.
I've never actually like looked into it to be like, how bad do they really get paid?
Like, well, not only to pay like hour, like you got to think about how the U.S. is ran. Like we have so much regulation. Like you have to get a 30-minute break. You have to get 2 15-minute breaks. You know, they're only allowed to work this many hours a day. My bad.
You're bending that, and that shit'll break.
Yeah, so
I gotta buy a new one.
A lot of those regulations probably don't work in those countries. They're like, nah, you working 12 hours straight, motherfucker. You better eat your sandwich at your station.
12 hours? Nah, you're gonna work a straight 16, motherfucker.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. That shit's it's a trip. But you know what I will say though? I ain't never seen a president-elect do so much work before inauguration as much as this motherfucker's been doing. Right. Supposedly we finally have a ceasefire.
Which the second that Trump was elected president, they started talking about that.
Yeah.
Like they already knew, all right, hey, this is what it's gonna be. Like,
But this time they're negotiating, giving up the hostages, which is funny because last week he was like,
what was it? It was 3 Israeli women that were captured that have finally been returned home, and then like there was like 10 or some shit Palestinians that were returned.
And I love how he came out last week and he was like, "It's gonna be like what he say?" He said, "All hell's gonna break loose." He said it just like that. All hell's gonna break loose. He said, "If the hostages are not returned, if there's not a ceasefire, when I get in office, all hell's gonna break loose." He said, "I can't say much because I don't want to affect the negotiations, but that's what I'm gonna say." And I was like, I dig it, man. Just straight to the point. How can you misconstrue all hell's gonna break loose? What the fuck does that mean?
It means you fucked. The shit just got fucked.
And I mean, that's how you lead right there.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Well, when you're an actual leader, you're not a puppet like we've had the last few years. Someone who's just standing there, but he's not really running shit. It's just the people underneath him running it.
Right.
I think that was honestly the biggest gripe that a lot of people had with Trump. After the first term he won. It's all of a sudden, oh, well, here's somebody that can't be bought because he's already rich. We can't control him.
I think that's what happened with the politicians. All of his peers, once they realized he was unbuyable, they were just like, nah, we got to get this fucking dude.
Because he was never racist before. No. Now all of a sudden, now that he's running for president,
you know who let me down the most? Who? And it was crazy because it was like it was probably within a 4 or 5 year period. Mark Cuban. So if you go back to like what President Trump won his first election, 2016?
Yeah.
So if you go back and you listen to his interviews about Trump, like in 2013, 14, 15, 16, Mark Cuban says nothing but good things. He's like, yeah, I would like to see him president. I think he's going to be good, He's saying all these good things. And then recently he's saying all these horrible things. And it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, same thing with same thing with fucking Snoop Dogg. You saw all the beef, the backlash Snoop Dogg getting right now?
Nah. Oh, why? Because he performed?
No, because not just because he performed, but because like 4 years ago when he was running for his second term, he was like, if President Trump wins, which one of you jigaboo ass Uncle Tom motherfuckers are gonna I'm not gonna say the other word he said, is gonna perform for him and blah blah blah, and started fucking running his mouth, and now here he is fucking performing for him. So
Nelly.
Hypocrisy just happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what and again, it would have been cool if Snoop would have came out and made a statement prior.
Right.
Like, you know what, guys?
I said some shit in the past and I fucked up.
I stand on what I said then, but that's because I believe this. And I'm always going to stand by what I believe. But recently, X, Y, and Z took place, and then it changed my belief.
Right.
So now I believe this.
And what's wrong with people saying that?
Nothing is wrong.
Like I said it before.
We all change opinions.
I'm Republican right now.
Right now.
But
right now.
I didn't like when Bush was president. That's why I voted Obama.
Right.
I didn't give a shit. I was like, you know what? I thought this was going to be better. Second term? Okay, no. Who's running for Republicans? Okay, fuck it. I'm going to cast my vote that way if it makes sense. Right. Actually, his second term, I ended up not voting because I didn't even like the Republican candidates then. So I didn't even vote after that first term.
After Obama's first?
Yeah, after when Obama ran for the second time.
Who was his second opponent?
Was that one Al Gore?
No.
Or
let me look.
Or was that that was the John McCain. That's what you looked up earlier, right?
No, that was the first one.
That was his
2008.
first one. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I didn't vote.
What was the second one? 2012? Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't vote for him then.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Mr. Mitt Romney.
Oh yeah. I didn't like Mitt Romney either.
Mitt Romney, I think he probably would have did but yeah. I didn't really like him neither. I didn't like
what he was saying enough either to cast my vote for him. So I didn't vote at all that after that first term for Obama.
Yeah.
Like I admitted that, like, okay, my views changed. That's why I didn't vote again for the guy.
Well,
It's okay to admit when you're wrong
So this is-
and when
this
your
is-
views change
so-
on things.
so this
As
is
long
the
as you acknowledge where you started from, what you felt then, which is like what you were kind of saying that Snoop Dogg should have done. He should have came out and
Yeah.
been like, "Hey, I honestly felt this way.
Right.
So I stand behind how I felt then.
Right.
However,
Yeah, because how I
circumstances
felt
have
then is
changed.
not wrong.
Yeah.
Because you can't, your feeling can't be a wrong, like it's not, it's subjective. It's
Yeah.
not wrong. It's not objective. It's subjective. So based on what was going on at that time
Right.
and how I was feeling,
Right.
that was my decision. And I'm stand by it.
Right.
You may disagree with it, but it is what it is.
It is what
And
it is.
now-
Let's call a spade a spade.
Call that spade a spade. And so, now this is my decision. And I'm going to stand by my decision now based off of these things that has happened. So it's called growing too. And that's the thing is that people act like there's a unique thing that happens when you have a president who runs twice, right? Because the first time you vote for them, you're voting solely off of their promises, right?
Right.
Because you don't know. The second time they run, now you go based off of their actions, what they've actually done in their first term. So like you said, Obama, you went off of change. It sounded good. It rung. It sounded good in your ear. It rung really nice. So you voted. But then after his first term, you didn't. The words don't really do much justice now because now you're looking at the actions that he did his first term.
Right.
So now you're voting based off of actions. So that's what happens when
And
you have
the
a
lack
president.
thereof.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you have a president who runs twice. The first time is just pure hope. Oh, well, he said this. I like it. Sounds good. So I'm going to vote for him. The second time they run, it's, well, that motherfucker didn't do shit
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's a big difference because now you can compare and contrast.
And there's a learning curve.
Yes. And so what do you rather do? Go with the person who you've seen the actions of, or you say, I think I'm going to go with someone new this time. So, but yeah. So I'm excited. I think the inauguration is going to be a fucking blast. I'm sad I couldn't be there. I wanted to go, but tickets was kind of high.
How much were the tickets?
I
Just to
don't know.
go.
Just fucking out of budget. Definitely out of budget. I mean, just to fly to DC is out of budget. And I can imagine fucking hotels are probably skyrocketed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, probably.
I'll be having fun in the morning. I'll be out shooting guns, doing a good old American thing.
Well, I work graveyard, so I'm gonna have a morning beverage in my inauguration glass, is what I've dubbed it, and then I'm gonna pass the fuck out and go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Hey, but Trump, man, you better be ready for my letter. I'm gonna be sending your ass a letter soon.
What are you gonna put in the letter?
A lot of things I think should be done in this country to make this country great again for everybody. Not for one person, not for one color, not for one race, not for one gender, for everybody.
I do want to see if it's true, because it's obviously this has been trending on like Instagram and TikTok, where they said something about Trump is going to make it so that if you are a father or a mother, it's rare, but it happens, that are paying child support, that the person receiving that child support is not allowed to claim the children on their taxes. That only the person paying the child
I saw
support
that
can.
post.
But I haven't seen anything to support that.
Yeah,
so
I
that'd be
couldn't-
cool if that does happen. But
Yeah. I couldn't find any information of Trump actually stating that, but I agree with that. I support that, and I think that should be the fact. Because parents who pay child support, you're fucked. You're fucked all kind of ways. Think about it. Child support, you're paying that based off of your gross. You're not paying it off of your take home. So that fucks up your take home, right?
okay,
Because now you're paying.
is that every state, or is
Yeah.
that just here in Nevada, or
That's
every state? It's the
It's
same.
off the
kinda
gross.
just the standard. It's
gross. So think
okay.
about it. If you're in the 20% tax bracket, right? I'm just throwing numbers out, making it simple. If you're in the 20% tax bracket and you're making $100,000 a year, you're paying $20,000 in taxes, right? That's what you're supposed to pay.
I'm no mathematician, but okay.
But then if they're telling you you need to pay 6% based off of the $100,000 when you're not really bringing home that $100,000 because you're paying 20% of that in taxes, it's kind of fucked up. because now your child support amount is higher than what it would be if it went off your take home. So you're paying taxes on money that you really not even getting. I mean, you're paying child support on money you're not getting.
Right.
They're
Yeah, because you don't even get to pocket
that's
it
tax
to
money.
get taxed off.
Yeah,
of.
that's tax money.
At least
and
like
then,
every other time we get taxed on shit. At least we get that money at the end of the year when we get to claim. Could we get to claim it? That's almost like money you don't claim, or you don't have the ability to claim.
Yes.
Kind of.
And then think about it. So you're paying money to someone else off of money that ain't even been taxed yet. And then you don't even get to claim any of it back on taxes. And it's a bill, so it sticks with you. You have to fucking file it when you want to buy a home. That's a bill. That's a debt. That doesn't go away. You know? So I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Because why is it that the parent that has the kids and receiving child support gets to claim taxes when it's in all actuality, you're not really taking care of the kid? Like, make it make sense.
Well, I mean, they could be taking care of the kid when they have them.
Financially, I'm taking care of though.
Well, okay, so financially, you're taking away a big burden, right? This is my biggest gripe when what I've seen with the whole child support system is, let's say me and Gabby got divorced.
Yep.
And I end up having to pay her child support, you can pay what, $800 to $1,200 per child.
No, you're paying. You have 3 kids.
Yes.
You're paying. I think I want to say 21%.
Okay.
It's somewhere from like 16 to 21%.
So all the money, regardless of the amount, I guess, all the money that I give her, that money is basically giving her a buffer where she gets to like spend extra money getting shit for herself,
and that's the
or
problem.
taking the kids to places, and so she's benefiting from it. And then when I have the kids,
you gotta spend more.
I gotta spend money, but on top of that, I might not have that money to spend because why? Because I gave it to your mom who has you. Even if so, that's why I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying it's a double-edged. Like it fucks you bad because I'm paying you to take care of our kids. I'm paying you to take care of our kids.
And you have to deal with this firsthand right now.
Yeah.
Right?
So, and then when I get our kids, I got to pay to take care of them when they're with me. I don't get no help when they're with me. It's 100% on me. And then I flip around and now you're benefiting by claiming them too?
It's like the women get to double dip.
Yeah.
Or men, again, like I've said before, it's very rare statistically, but there are some women that end up having to pay the men.
So I know that if you make $8,000 a month, you have 2 kids, the whack ass child support department decides you're supposed to pay $1,600 a month in child support. How much money you spend on your daughters every month? Your 3 daughters. Like, can you definitively say you spend $1,600 a month on them?
Just on groceries alone, motherfucker. Them motherfuckers eat. Fuck. God damn. Salute. I salute you, good sir, for your struggles.
So it's just some bullshit. I just think that the child support department should be overhauled to make it more fair and in the name of the kids, not necessarily for the wallet, but it's unfortunate because when it's set up the way it is right now and you're saying that you're doing that in the best interest of the child, it's not really in the best interest of the child if the parent who makes more money is paying more money to the other parent to help out with the kids. But then when the kids are with that parent, they're struggling because it's like, well, I fucking pay your mom all this money every month. And then I also have my bills that they don't take into consideration because child support does not take your bills into consideration at all. They don't give a fuck about your mortgage, your car note, which is important because if you don't have an efficient home for the kids,
you don't get them then.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment, you got 3 kids, they're like, nah, we're not. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But it's like, well, I'm paying her all this money, and that's all I can afford right now to keep a cool budget, keep my shit level. Right. They don't care. So that's where it comes into play when I say that they claim that it's in the best interest of the child, but how is that if you're taking from one home and making that home struggle to give to another home to make that home prosper?
Right. So
You
I
know,
agree. So I agree with you. That needs to be overhauled. The ATF needs to be dissolved.
gone.
Like we don't
IRS,
need. We don't need.
gone.
Why? Well, there are some taxes that need to get paid,
No,
right?
no.
But not to the extent
We
that
don't need. We don't. No,
But
dude.
this is where I feel it needs to be overhauled, though. This is why I feel it needs to be overhauled because when you have the IRS not able to account for like billions of dollars that the FBI is spending,
Yeah.
and
But
they
you
don't
want
go
to be
after
at my
them.
door tripping about.
Yeah, but hey, y'all, you have dividends from your checking account, your savings account that
You
you
didn't
gained
claim.
$89 that
You
you
didn't
didn't claim.
claim.
Now we're
Like,
gonna charge you for that.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, come on, no,
Go
no.
fuck
And then
yourselves.
when you think about taxes as a whole, it's a scam. A lot of people don't think it's a scam. It's a fucking scam. I have to pay taxes on $1 that I made. Right? Let's say 10%.
That's already pulled out before I even get it.
Let's say 10%.
Mhm.
I go to work for 1 hour. I make $1. I pay 10% in taxes.
You got 90 cents.
So I only made 90.
Right.
I go to the store to buy groceries with that 90 cents. They taxing me 10% again. To spend the money, it's 80 cents.
Yeah.
Then they taxing the fucking store owner 10% for receiving the money I paid him to buy the goods. Like, the government is just taxing and making $10 for every dollar. Yeah. Because every time it moves hands, they're taxing it. Yeah. It's like, come on, dude. Somewhere that shit got to end.
That's why I'm saying it needs to just be changed, because obviously there are wages for people that are above us that need to get paid. Like, how would our military get paid?
Yeah.
Right?
So this is the thing that people don't see. The government, this is why I have a big issue with immigration, right? Because the federal government is not a business, right? They don't have a product that they sell to make revenue, right? But they also have people that they have to pay revenue to, right? They have employees. All federal employees get paid. Congress, president, fucking post office, all these agencies, they got to get paid from the federal government because they're federal employees. But the federal government don't have a product to sell to get the money to pay them. Where do they get the money?
Us.
Taxes.
Us.
Right? So then when we're allowing 3 million people to come here every year who don't have jobs secured, out of the 3 million, maybe 900,000 of them will get jobs and then start putting into the pot. But then out of that, you still have 1.25 million of them that is on welfare taken out of the pot. The pot becomes lopsided and it's going to be in the red. So it doesn't help. So that's what people got to understand, is that our government doesn't make money unless we make money via taxes. That's the only way our government makes money.
Now let's bring this full circle. This is why they get mad when we spend our money on places like TikTok or Temu. Because that's money not getting circulated here in the U.S.
I mean, yeah, I agree with it.
I'm joking. Now you agree?
No, I agree with it. Everything should be, we should be America first, period.
Well, absolutely. But America needs to offer a better product too then.
It's not that they need to offer a better product. Like, TikTok is a good product. Instagram's a good product. Well, why is it not? Maybe just people like TikTok better. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad product.
Let me ask you, does Instagram have a shop?
Have a what?
A shop?
What's a shop?
You know how like TikTok has the TikTok shop? Does Instagram have that?
I don't think they have a store.
I wonder if like that, again, that's because that's commerce.
Yeah,
that's money being spent. So I wonder if Instagram took or not Instagram, because it can't be Instagram, but I wonder if
think about it. Meta is a company with a bunch of shit under. Like, they have what? Meta has Facebook.
Yeah, it was Facebook, Instagram. I think
so. It's like three. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 different things combined into one. So with all those together, Meta's making money, bro. Like, they're not just like getting blown out of the water by TikTok and devoured. No, they're not.
But it's a big enough chunk for them to take notice, and I think that's the reason that they take offense to things like TikTok, Temu, and all these other companies. And I think that's why they try to ban them. It has nothing to do with our data. Because if you go through and look at the fucking fine print on all the other ones, all these fucking companies have your data or tracking your location.
Yes,
that's why if I talk about a certain product and then I go on fucking Amazon, and now all of a sudden that product's showing up on Amazon. Why? Because your phone's constantly fucking listening.
Yeah, but do you share your location with your loved ones?
Yeah.
Because you love them. You don't share your fucking location with your enemies.
But they also ask.
But you don't share. But you don't share your location with your enemies because why would you give your enemies that pertinent information?
TikTok puts up a notification, just like Instagram, just like Amazon. All of them asking, "Can we use your location?"
I get that.
And all you got to do is hit no.
But what if you signed in the user agreement to give them your location?
They still ask.
We don't read it.
They still ask.
Yes, that doesn't matter though. If you actually signed off in the user agreement, them asking is just like them saving face, like, oh, well, we asked, and they think we're not because they said no. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, they don't have any proof.
It's not, yeah,
and that's true. Did you listen to the fucking hearing that they had with this guy from the CEO from TikTok?
No.
It was a goddamn clown show. The questions they were asking him. So you mean to tell me if you put your phone in airplane mode when you're on an airplane, can TikTok still access the airplane? Like, what the fuck? It's on airplane mode. That means signal gets cut off. That's from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Like, what if you're gonna get, like, what are you fucking asking? So, oh, no, sir, I'm Singaporean. I served 2.5 years in the Singapore military, blah, blah, blah.
See, I got a problem with that.
Now, have you applied to become Have you applied to become a fucking citizen of the Chinese Communist Party? No, I'm fucking Singaporean. Like the asinine questions that they were asking homeboy was motherfucking stupid. I would have done like Tony Stark and fucking Iron Man and just fucking walked out. Got up and walked out. That's how ignorant and dumb some of the questions were. I couldn't deal with that shit. That shit is annoying. I know he stepped away to go and use the restroom, but honestly, this episode's gone on long enough. So, we love y'all. And as always, baby, subscribe, share, show that you care. We love it. We love it when you share. Unless you're from China. I guess then our government gets mad.